Now, it's important for your trust, or for you to know that your trust is a legal person and can do the same thing legal persons can do. It has the same rights, basically. Okay? So when they were talking about that in Wikipedia, all of those rights, even though Wikipedia didn't specifically mention a trust, all of those rights and obligations and etc. apply to your trust. Any trust you set up, um, for all intents and purposes, is to shield yourself from liability. Secondarily, however, the first purpose is to provide for your posterity, i.e., your beneficiaries. When you set up a trust, you can name the trust any name you want. Now, you can't name the trust names that indicate either other people or other types of businesses. So you can't have a trust and name it Johnson LLC. All right. You used to be able to do that. I've seen it done. It was done in older times or in older dates years ago, but people abused the practice and they cracked down on it. Pretty much like everything else goes. You can name or you can have a trust with your own name. Okay. And why not? The state, the county, and the federal government did the same thing. Your all caps name is a domestic, state, and federal trust. Okay. The evidence is your driver's license. That's a trust. Your social security card. That is a trust. Your marriage license. That is a trust with the state. Your social security number is a trust with the federal government. Excuse me. And any other official document you have issued from these agencies are trusts that they set up with you. Contracts. A lot of the times you don't understand all of the implications of the contracts because you never saw the indentures. Okay, those are the rules, the provisions that are those contracts are managed by, administered by, and that's the problem. We're signing contracts and we're not looking at the instructions, the indentures, the law that these contracts come from or are administered from. Now, the reason they do these things is because they have to operate with you through commerce, through a trust. They can't operate with you as people to corporations, so they have to bestow personhood upon you, a corporate entity upon you, and then they operate with that. However, when they penalize that corporation, your body has to pay the price. And there's a lot of spirituality involved in that, but I don't want to get too deep into that. That will probably come along in future presentations, but for now, we'll just leave it at that. So now we want to get to what I was going to mention prior to this, but I said we'll come back to that. So now I want you to see here where I say the problem is the trust that they set up for you, which allows you to get public benefits like being married, being able to drive, social security payments, welfare, medical. All those are set up with a domestic trust. And any domestic trust is owned by the state or government. So the trust that they give you, they own. Now, what's the problem with that, you ask? Okay, well, let's dig into it.